welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a little bit of a different approach. We're away from the whiteboard today, as you can clearly tell. This is the couch in my living room. And I just wanted to sit down and have a little chat with you, just talking about managing your expectations, your mindset, your self-confidence, and just the fat loss process in general, because I feel like that's where most people struggle. Just a little brief background. I would never really wear white shirts. Even wearing this white shirt now on a video is it's new for me, and it's tight and it's partially see-through. I love the shirt, but it's not something I would normally wear. This is where building self-confidence becomes really, really important, and fitness and fat loss has helped me do that. So growing up, I was always overweight. I was a fat kid. I still call myself a fat kid at heart. So I've always had body issues. I've always had weight issues, body image issues. I always see myself as less attractive, not fit as others, and comparing myself to others. So I just want to share this video with you to tell you that things can change. Just because you're in a spot where you are now does not mean that you're always going to be there. Just because you've held on to 20 extra pounds for 20 years doesn't mean that's the end all be all. Okay, you have the power to change. The one thing I want to make sure, and I'm making this video now because the weather's going to start to get really nice, is manage your expectations. So when I first started dieting, I remember I wanted to lose it all right away. And honestly, this happened to me quite a few years down throughout my journey, because every time I put on an extra 10 or 15 pounds because I wasn't smart about it back when I was younger, I'd want to get it off as soon as I could. And with the spring coming and the summer coming, depending on who you follow, what you read, what you watch, you're going to see a lot of people pushing extraordinary results in short periods of time. And let me tell you that it's not realistic and it's not common. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen people lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. That levels off. That doesn't continue. That person's reaction to that is because they had a really bad diet and no activity, and we completely flipped the script. So I really want you, if you're trying to lose fat for this spring, for the summer, for the rest of your life, I really want to make sure that you are managing your expectations. You're not expecting to lose it all at once, and be kind to yourself. Don't think that because you didn't lose 2 pounds this week, or you didn't lose 5 pounds this week, or maybe your weight maintained this week, that doesn't mean that you're failing. It doesn't mean that you're stuck. The process is the process. So some days are going to be better than others. Some weeks are going to be better than others. As long as you're trying to become the person you want to be in the end, whether you weigh 20 pounds less than you do now, it's going to depend on the habits and the lifestyle that you build to create that end result. All right, just because you cut out a bunch of carbs and cut sugar and stop drinking alcohol for a month doesn't mean that the 20 pounds you lost that month is going to stay off. Because once you reintroduce those foods, you go back to your old habits, nothing changes, right? So it's going to be very tempting to want to go 0 to 100 to start to lose all the fat you can from now on. I advise you not to, okay? Take the slow and steady approach. Make healthier changes. Yes, alcohol isn't healthy for you, so if you want to cut that out, fine. Sugar, if it's causing you to overeat it, then don't eat it. And I'm talking about refined sugars typically. Obviously, I'm not telling you to stop eating fruit, but I really want to make sure that your mindset is ready for a fat loss phase, instead of just being like, okay, I'm going to lose 20 pounds now. And you try to do everything you can to lose that 20 pounds. You burn out, you hate life, you're super restrictive, you end up binging, and the cycle just starts again. So some things to look forward to for this spring, for this summer, is just focus on the main drivers of fat loss and focus on the process, not the end result. So the main drivers of fat loss are going to be a high protein diet, hitting your calorie targets every week because day to day can differ, exercising 3 to 4 times with weights per week, Staying active when you're not at the gym. So a good measure is 8 to 10,000 steps a day. Whether you go for walks on your lunches or you walk to work or school or whatever it is you have to do. And sleep. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is so important. And especially because into July, June, July, you're not going to want to go to sleep early necessarily. It's the summertime. You want to enjoy it. If you want to enjoy the summer to the fullest, you have to put in the work now. Now is the time to start building those habits so that by the time June and July come, you're cruising. You've already set in. You've already been hitting your protein targets. You've been tracking your calories. You know how much food you're eating. You're getting stronger in the gym. You're progressing. You're rested. You feel good overall. So that way when the summer comes, it's not a mad scramble to try to lose 10 to 20 pounds in the summertime, because guess what? It's not going to happen. At least if it does happen, you're just going to have a shitty summer and the weight's going to go back on in September because you're trying extreme measures to do so. Okay, so just a brief recap from this little mini rant chat I wanted to have with you is just manage your expectations. Don't compare yourself to others because your journey is different from theirs. Focus on what you can control. Focus on the habits that are going to bring you the lifestyle that you want for the body you want in the long term. I know supplements and diets and trends are they're sexy. They're sold to be sexy. You know what's not sexy but works? Balance and consistency and hard work. All right, you don't have to go mental in the gym, but you have to put in the work. Whether your hard work means meal prepping on Sundays or your hard work is getting to the gym 3 times a week, you have to be willing to put that in. No supplement's gonna do it for you. No diet trend's gonna do it for you. All right, so take your time, manage your expectations, be kind to yourself, and just trust the process. All right, if you're doing everything you need to do, whether you have a coach or a program you're following, trust the process. It's there for a reason. The more you sway from the process, the further it takes you off the process, which means it's going to take you longer to see your results. So as frustrated as you get, as tough as it might be at times, just almost put your head down and just grind through, because you're going to get there if you just keep doing the work. Okay, something with me is I'm in the middle of sort of a recomp-ish program at the moment because of my injury last year, that the scale has not moved much for me, but my body is changing. I'm seeing my abdominals more. So it's kind of nice to see the changes, even though the scale has been pissing me off for 2+ weeks. So don't focus on that as well. If you watched my scale video in the last video, where I talk about how to use the scale properly. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share it. If you like the style of video, let me know in the comments. If you want me to head back to the whiteboard, I'm more than happy to. Just tell me what you want me to talk about. We'll dive right in. So thanks again. I'm out.